Hello. So welcome in. So I understand that you're here for a nutrition consultation. Excellent. Just make sure they have you here at the right time. So your appointment's at 3:30. Okay. And can you just confirm your name? Perfect. Okay. So you can take a seat. And before we get started, would you like anything to drink? We've got water, coffee, tea. Okay. Alright. So let's just go ahead and get started. So just a little question before I like to get started. How did you hear about us? And I'll just be taking a little bit of notes today, if that's okay. And then, can I get your address? Perfect. City, state, and zip code. And then your day of birth. And the best email to contact you. Can you spell that for me? Okay. And then either home phone, work phone, cell phone. Cell phone, okay. And the number for that. Thank you. Okay. And then who do you live with? So I understand that you're here for a nutrition consultation. Is there any, medical diagnosis that you've had from a physician that led you, to kind of start exploring the nutrition? Okay. And was that spanning a year or more? So have you been seeing a specialist for this? Okay. And they recommended nutrition? Okay. I can definitely help you with that. So Don, do you have the physician's name? Just so I can get a little bit of background on that. Thank you. Okay. And have you had any surgeries or hospitalizations? And what type of medications are you using? So, just anything, supplements, pain relievers, sleeping aids, anything? And when did you start taking that? Are you still currently? Okay. And then what's your most important health concern about why you're here? When did that start? Okay. And then, in your immediate family, do you have any health concerns, heart conditions, anything like that? Okay. And have you ever had a nutrition consult? No? Okay, well, I'm happy to help you. I think you'll really enjoy this. So, have you made any changes in your eating habits due to your health? Okay. Do you currently follow a special diet or nutritional program? Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to go through some, just let me know if you do these. Low fat, sodium, wheat-free, vegan, low carbohydrates, diabetic, gluten-free, you have a really fast metabolism, high protein, dairy-free, vegetarian, other. Okay. Alright. Do you drink water? And then how much water do you consume in a 24-hour period? Pretty good. I have to put that there. Alright. Do you exercise? Okay, and then can you just tell me a little bit about what you do? Okay, and then do you avoid any particular foods? Okay. And if you could only eat like 3 foods a week, what would they be? That's a good choice. Right. Because I want to, incorporate some of your favorite foods. You don't have to cut this out. You can still be nutritionally healthy while eating a balanced diet. So do you grocery shop? Okay. Do you cook? And how many meals do you eat out per week? Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to ask you a little bit about your current lifestyle and, some of your eating habits now. Okay. So, do you find that you're a fast eater? You could just say yes or no. Do you find that maybe you eat too much? Do you dislike healthy food? Do you eat more than 50% of meals away from home? Do you feel like you have a non-availability of healthy foods? Kind of, you have a reliance on convenience foods? Okay. Do you like to eat? Do you feel like you have a negative relationship to food? Do you eat, too much under stress and don't care to cook? Do you have an erratic eating pattern? Do you do late night eating, so anything, later than 7:30 p.m.? Right. Do you have time constraints? Do you travel a lot? It can influence. Okay. Do you have poor snack choices? Do you find that you're maybe an emotional eater? Or maybe you eat when you're sad, bored, depressed? Okay. Do you eat too little under stress? Okay. Do you ever eat in the middle of the night? And then confused about nutrition advice? Okay. Alright, so, do you have any allergies? And then, do you know your blood type? Okay. Would you care if we did some blood work then? Okay. Do you have any silver mercury fillings? Okay. Gold fillings? Implants? Any bleeding gums? Problems with chewing? Have you had any root canals? Gingivitis? Any tooth pain? Do you floss normally? Good. Right. Okay. Alright. So we're just going to go through, some of the health things that you may have, and then I'll have you go ahead and sign this form, and then I'm just going to go over some, basic nutrition advice that I have for you until we meet next time. So do you find that, you have depression, anxiety, headaches, migraines, nervousness, tension? Do you find that you're easily stressed? Your nutrition can play a big part in that, so it's good for me to take a look at your diet, which I'll be telling you a little bit about in a moment. Do you ever have difficulty concentrating, with balance, thinking? Do you have difficulty, with your judgment, okay, or speech, memory? Do you ever feel dizzy, kind of spinning? Do you ever have fainting, lightheadedness, tingling, mood swings? Okay, and then a little bit about, your respiratory. Do you have difficulty breathing ever? Shortness of breath? Do you have a persistent cough? Do you get frequent colds? Nasal stuffiness? So any winter stuffiness? Pneumonia? History of that? Okay. Sleep apnea? Okay. Alright. And then you said, okay. Do you find that you have easy bleeding or easy bruising? You had any fainting, breathlessness? Okay. Palpitations? Okay. Do you ever, find yourself nauseous? Okay. Heartburn? Right. Red kidney stones? Okay. Do you ever have joint stiffness? Foot cramps? Okay. Alright. Have you ever had tendinitis? TMJ? Tension headaches? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just have you sign this form here. And then we're going to go over some basic, tips. So if you could just sign that, everything that you just mentioned is true. And that can just, this here. Thank you. So your assignment is going to be to just log your food. You can use our online app, or if you'd like to do it, just pen and paper. I've got the forms for that, which I will send home with you today. So you're just going to log everything you eat and just do a normal week, okay? Don't try to eat healthier or, worse. Just do what you would normally do, okay? So don't make any changes, because I want to see, the nutrition that you're already getting. And I also want to see, some of the food that you eat, okay? And then I've got a little survey for you. So there's, you said the 3 foods that you, would have. I want to also know, what types of food do you want to keep eating? Do you enjoy? And we're going to look at how to make this a bit healthier for you, okay? So I'm going to go over some, just basic nutrition, okay? So when you think about this, good nutrition, so, your nutrition choices are going to influence your overall health, and, just during your lifetime making those good choices, you're going to feel better about yourself, but it's also going to improve your health, okay? Just even starting with digestion, so you do need a variety of foods. You don't want to just be eating one type, okay? So you're going to want a variety because you're going to want a balanced meal where you're making sure that you're getting those nutrients. So there's different types of of nutrients. So we've got the calories, we've got protein, carbs, and then fats, and also alcohol. Proteins contain 4 calories per gram. Carbohydrates contain 4 calories per gram as well. Fat contains 9 calories per gram, and alcohol contains 7 calories per gram. So, something with more fat, you're going to get more calories. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad for you. Okay. And then the one thing that I really do want you to be honest with your food intake, because I want to look at your energy that you're consuming, and we want to make sure that you're in a balance, but you're also getting, appropriate nutrition. Okay. So that's going to be affected by several factors. So your body size, how tall are you? Your age, your gender, how active are you? The health of yourself, and then just different types of things. Okay, so I'm going to look into that after I get your plan, and then I'm going to customize something for you, and it's going to constantly be changing because you might not like things that I suggest, so that's why I'm here to work with you. Okay? Right. So I've got this little form here, and this is just, just going to draw it for you because I wasn't able to print it. When you think about your plate here, and this is suggested for a balanced meal. Obviously, everyone has different nutritional requirements, dietary needs. Not everyone can do this, but, when you think about your plate, you're going to want to have fruits and vegetables, grains and protein. Okay, so fruits, that's going to be a great source of carbs. Micronutrients as well, like vitamin C, potassium, folate. The fiber in fruit is also, vital for good digestive functioning, so you're going to want to make sure you're getting fruits. Vegetables also have essential micronutrients, so, these are essential for development and function, so just feeling good about yourself. So you're going to want to make sure your plate looks, has vegetables there. Doesn't matter which kind, but try to switch it up. So, studies show that people who eat a diet high in vegetables have fewer rates of chronic diseases. So, just adding more, taking it slow, which this is kind of what I'm going to be looking at with you, but adding in the foods that you like. Okay. Grains also, I know that grains are, kind of villainized in today's world, but I think eating healthy sources of grains aren't, shouldn't be villainized. You're getting carbohydrates, which your brain needs to function, as well as B vitamins. So whole grains can provide a source of fiber, but they also can be benefited by, giving you good environment for healthy bacteria to grow as well. We've got protein here, which, you're needing that, for your muscle tissue, your bones and your skin as well. Okay, so those are kind of, what you need to sustain life. Communication of your cells, your immune system, you need protein for that. And then dairy, you can get different forms. You don't have to do, actual dairy, but you can get, your calcium to build your bones. It's a good source of protein as well. You're also going to get phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and vitamins A, B12, and riboflavin. So it's just something to think about. I'm not saying do that, but that's just a little bit of information that I'm going to give you. I believe in, balancing fats, carbs, and proteins at meals and making sure that you're getting nutrients, but you're not going overboard with how much you're eating. So you're in that healthy balance of, what your body needs. So that's kind of my philosophy with nutrition. So I'm going to give you this guide here, and this is what you're doing each day, and I have one printed for you. It's easy, it's not hard. So all you're doing is every day writing down what you had for breakfast, okay? What you had for lunch, dinner, any snacks you had, any drinks you had, even if it's water, make sure you include it, okay? So I want to know. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to do that for a week straight so I can really see what you're having, okay? And do not change your diet, okay? Alright, so do you have any questions for me? Okay, so next time, what we'll do is we're going to look over your meal plans together, and we're going to decide the stuff that you really want to keep, and the stuff that maybe you want to include sometimes, the stuff that you really don't care for, okay? And then we're going to talk about the nutrition sources of each of those things and how we can make it a little bit healthier, okay? Alright, so let me see, are you available next week at the same time? Okay, add you to my calendar here, appointment, and I'll send you an email reminder, but have fun tracking this week, and thank you